Welcome everyone. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome everyone. How are you doing, chat? Welcome everyone. Good morning, guys. What a nice day. What a nice day here with the CPI coming out much lower than expected, guys. This is insane. This is literally insane. Much lower than expected, so the movement today is a nice breakout out of the ranging structure that we have been performing here, although the ranging structure has been clearly for the 15 minutes setting up higher lows. So we kind of pressured 640. 640 stands for those tops right there. We did pressure that, and the movement has been generating a breakout based on the core CPI month to month, bringing out the great results of 0.2 with an expected of 0.3. This could nicely put together the path towards the lowering on the interest rates, right? So the Federal Reserve rates could be lowered. This might help to path the way to that, which is going to be important on the FOMC meeting, which is on 18th, between 18th and 19th of March, which is exactly next week, guys. Good morning, everyone. Hey, buddy from Texas. Good job. That's an amazing place. That's really an amazing place. So that's where we are, guys. We're going to slowly start trading. And as usually, path our way towards performance. I am definitely sure about the high volatility, which is going to kick in at the starting of the market. So there is going to be a lot of the room to take advantage of some great trades. The market is definitely open for bullishness. As a 5-minute candle, we just get back to our line and confirmed on that. So that was a great retest after the breakout, confirming the 650s will remain bullish for the day. As long as you stick above 650s, you're bullish for the day. Market indeed needed this movement a lot. So stock market needs such scenarios with low CPI, and any risk of inflation is not needed. Any risk of a such thing. Welcome, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Slowly we are gathering together. Make sure to like the video and get the numbers running around. Today we got the giveaway. Do not forget about the giveaway. 50k instant funded account on Ticktick Trader. We are giving out today as well. Yesterday we managed to organize the giveaway and no one was the winner. Today we are going to repeat the process and we're going to enjoy with that. So today we got the giveaway as well. Let's have a look into Nvidia, which is going to have a way higher opening on 113th. Nvidia nicely pumped. It's going to be a gap here, a nice gap to leave behind in a bottom. Opens at 4.5% already. That's going to be the gap. Tesla as well opens much higher. Measuring the percentage here, Tesla is going to open slightly above 5% if things remain like this. The US dollar is trying to survive at this level. Yeah, gold, of course, is handling. And gold is dealing with an important price level, guys. Take a look at that. There is a downtrending resistance line. Gold has been rejected by this, but this could be total different at the time we have the opening today. Right, so the 930s do represent a form of resistance. Yet if the market's continuing to be bullish, look at that nice little path gold could turn around. Look at this very, very interesting situation here. We're looking for some solutions for a nice pre-market trading. Some solutions, guys. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. And what is it? Is it Wednesday? Happy Wednesday, guys. Another beautiful day. Another time for a green tea, which is building up green candlesticks and green PNLs. Somehow this green tea emerges into a green PNL. It is just about a time to continuously print this 15-minute green candlesticks non-stop and get straight above 20,000. Daily looks nice. Daily looks ready. And it would be beautiful to create a combination here of numerous green candles back to the 21,000s. Not to stop before 21,000. 21,000 could be a temporary rejection. So I'm speaking about the movements including the upcoming days as well. Back to the 200 EMA blue line, which is going to go like this. Confirm your support on the 200 EMA blue line and bounce from that level around 20,000. You're bouncing back to retest the tops that will also have a resistance line like this. This would be realistically beautiful, guys. I'm telling you. That would be a massive recovery for the Nasdaq. Massive recovery. Hope you're having a great time today, guys. Hope you enjoy your timings. We have about 23 minutes to go till the market opens. And we're looking at a BTC that also reacted positively to this whole thing. And it's kind of normal. There is a massive divergence going on the BTC, which could turn the market around. There is one thing here that bothers basically the bulls, and that comes around $90,000. So that's the level we have to convert. We can convert that with the lowering of Federal Reserve rate and showing less and less inflation risk level. Crypto is going to enjoy that. I mean, Bitcoin did have about $35,000 retracement in the price action. Meanwhile, the altcoins were slaughtered. Yep. Enough is enough, guys. Interesting rejection right there. Markets are just going to chop before the market opens, so there's not much to do about it. You have to simply wait around the clock and get your trading. Enjoy, everyone, guys. Hello and welcome to my live stream. Thank you for joining. Do not forget about the giveaway. I'm going to repeat that as we got new people jumping on the live stream and so on. An interesting spot here. I'd love to see the markets breaking above the wick we established, and that would actually mean a breakout above the 800s. So if we start working around the other time frames, we do see here an interesting gap around 20,200s. I would also like to share with you that that's exactly where we start opening the discussion with the weekly opening, which is exactly on the same level with the 200 EMA on the hourly. That's a significant level of resistance, in other words, that could react even for a temporary movement, but it could react. So one has to be careful about those things. And I wouldn't mind targeting that for the current week. If we get the entire week bullish, you're going to get some aggressive movements to the upside. So I don't think we're going to finish March without touching the monthly opening and the yearly opening, right? So a revisit back to the monthly opening, which is 21,000, and the yearly opening 21,269 is very feasible for bullish context on the FOMC, including the core PPI tomorrow. CPI today came out bullish for the markets. That's how it's recognized, and that's a great news. But there's still core PPI tomorrow, and then of course the next week FOMC. Sorry guys. That's where we are at the moment. That's what we are talking about. Good morning, Kevin. Hope you have a great day. Usually you trade before the market opens. Usually you collect all the money, so there's nothing left for us before the market opens. Kevin, what are you doing today? Tell us. BTC is dealing with a monthly high, with the monthly opening, sorry guys, and with the 200 EMA as well. But this is pretty much a form of temporary resistance, which could easily change and turn around by the US opening we're going to have very soon in 20 minutes. That could be nicely turned around. Bitcoin is going to be part of a extremely volatile period. So we got to be aware of that. Ethereum as well sits in the lows, a lot to go to reclaim the levels. In a bullish context, we're going to cross even the monthly opening for the Ethereum, which is not far away at 2,237 right here from the levels. We are 17%. We're good to go. What's happening on the Tesla? Well, Tesla is going to force a movement to the 300s monthly opening for sure as soon as things are going to portray themselves bullish. Good morning. You're waiting for the open. Everyone is waiting for the opening time, and then guess what? Might be just terrible. Might be just terrible. Oil's having a great time indeed, getting in touch with the resistance line of the trend. But at the same time, Apple wants to fight back along with the stocks, of course, just like with the Nvidia, which wants to fight back too. Pre-market is huge, 113 compared to the time we close. There's going to be a nice gap here. And the volatility part of the pre-market. Today we could also force the movement and work around Nvidia. This gap, guys, take a look at that. That's a gap right there. You want to try out today. 115 between 117 with an opening on 113. It's not much to go. Just 1.3% to grab the entry of the gap with the top of it, 3%. That would be a nice bullish day. Let's have a look if we got some opportunities here. Are we coming back to 650s? So I could long the 650s. Do not forget today we're doing our 50k giveaway. We're doing that today. Yesterday, no one was part of the winners. Today, we're going to repeat this. I did talk about it yesterday as well. Slayer of Strange, our community member Ronin, donated the 50k account to share with our members. So that's a great guy right there. That's a great gesture. Exactly. We just relax, talk about the markets, and enjoy our time. If we don't see any setups, I would love to trade here some ranging momentum, getting back to the highs of 735. But first, we might get into the lows of 650s. That would be lovely to have that opportunity. That would be lovely for a nice little scalp here. Volatility has decreased. Yeah, we still have to wait around. I play tennis in my spare time. I play tennis. I am enjoying tennis. I almost play tennis daily. Take care about my kids. I got 2 kids, taking care about them with my family and wife. We're spending time together, streaming, taking care about the crypto space as well, which is the primary business, of course. And then, of course, enjoying life between other activities as well. So this is mostly what we're performing. Usually we have a very intense day that starts from early morning and it ends no one knows when, right? We got babies, which is exactly how it is. This is the way it looks during such times on a usual day, just like a weekend. It's, you know, business days and weekends are pretty much the same. I do enjoy live streaming, so I don't see this as a like a working stuff, right? Like a job, like things like that. I don't see it like that. I see it part of my life with video creation, with speaking to fellow members and so on. This is something that I consider part of things that I appreciate, just like, you know, playing tennis. Wish I would be a professional tennis player, guys. This is something wish I would have been. But I'm definitely not at that point right now. And I don't think I'm gonna be. I'm 30 years old, right? So at 30, there is no discussion becoming professional, I guess. Other than a decent amateur playing good stuff. This is where we are. This is where we are. The market is trying to construct a higher low here. Some minor movements at the moment, but I'm not gonna do anything. I'd like to see how does the open works. You know what I do? I'm gonna have some fun in the big volatility of the opening. I'm not gonna go around big contracts for that. I don't need to be exposed in such situation on high risk, but I would love to be part of a trade. Even if it's just a minor, micro, that's still good. When big volatility steps in, even a single micro makes money. We all know that. And today, with core CPI, obviously numbers are going to be huge around the volatility. 0.2%, guys. This is looking for a nice economical situation to decrease those Federal Reserve rates. Everyone is waiting for that in terms of markets and great fellow members. That might be something Trump is going to desire as well. You know, this is a situation that has a lot of nuances and so on. This is something here that could be interesting to short it down to 55, 56, guys. I'm gonna grab a quick short here. 3 micros short. Down to this level 57. Come on. I do like starting my days with green numbers in the P&L. Good morning, everyone. Have a good time. Thank you for coming. And of course, hope you enjoy it. Just like I'm looking forward to making money in this trade. Breaking below that little low we just completed on 70s. That's what we need. Get below the 70s and I'm out.
Order
I'm out.
filled.
$62. That's something, right? That's something. Not much, but just to get the confidence going. It's a copy traded account. So we could say that's 120. But it's just about getting the numbers going around. If someone falls under 150k on Ticktick Trader Instant Funded, I guess, do I need to respect consistency below that level? You have to respect consistency in order to qualify for the payout for the entire activity you're doing. So it doesn't matter where your balance is located. Above, below, what number is in your balance, it doesn't matter. Your trading activity must respect the consistency to qualify for a payout at the time you reach the payout threshold. If the consistency is not achieved at that point, you can nicely trade as long as you go and reach the consistency level needed. So you're not going to get punished by not reaching consistency at the time you reach the payout threshold. You have sufficient time even after that to get to your consistency. So basically we got two targets, payout threshold and consistency. Once these two targets are touched, we are ready to go. I'm gonna pin my link basically in the chat for those of you that would like to grab your accounts on TTT. There's the usual 35% discount with my coupon code at the checkout, Scramble. The link is gonna be pinned in the chat. Hope you enjoy, guys. This is where we are. The markets are no longer driving those volatility numbers as on the news, but again, the opening is gonna be a big deal. The opening is gonna be a big deal. Seven to 8 minutes to go, and we are going to open up the markets. So, how is this thing looking on the 1 minute? Wants to get back to the 50s, 45.
Order filled.
We're shorting another 3 contracts here, guys. 3 micros on the short.
Order filled.
2 more. If it refuses to get down in a bullish context, I'm not going to be in a short. I'm not going to trade against the reaction we had on the news. I'm definitely not going to trade like that at the opening. But I would love to see a retouch of that level. I would definitely love to see that. Come on, this is the candle that needs to nosedive. This is the one. This is the 1 minute candle we just have right here. No, I'm out.
Order filled.
I'm out. It's too slow, guys. It's too slow. So I better get out. Time gets close to the opening. I don't want to be in a short. And we got 20 bucks out of this. Yes, you can trade news on Ticktick trader accounts. Indeed. Good morning, guys. Good morning. You can trade your news. You got your first payout from TTT. Good job, Kevin. Well, TTT has been online for 3 years. It's a prop firm having instant funding. Right now, it's ranked number 1, which is why we're trading on Ticktick Trader. They do have Trade Evade. They do have this Project X. Very similar platform like the TopStep is having. And they're working with instant funding accounts, right? So no challenges or anything like that. From the beginning, you go instant funded. And you start trading to make money. I do have videos about them on my channel in terms of reviews, tutorials, explanations about all the things, including the rules. You find it on my YouTube channel. Four minutes to go, guys. This is going to be very interesting for today. Markets are keeping near to the top we made today. They're keeping near to that. So something very interesting. We didn't have a model where the news came out, we pumped, and then quickly dumped back to the same point or even lower, which has happened so many times in the past 3 weeks. Bullish reaction on the event time, and then a very strong selling pressure on the opposite direction, continuing throughout the day just like that. I'd love to see total different things right now, because I don't see that we've been pumping and then dumping back right after the event came out. It's different. So far, we're successfully holding the bar. And as you heard, I said so far because I have to be cautious in this markets. Less than 4 minutes to go, guys, till the opening comes out. Exactly. Ticktick Trader has 1-to-1 ratio between the payout threshold and the max loss of the account, which is the most important thing actually. Other companies that are instant funding require you to make a lot more money than room giving you for max loss. So they're playing a game with you. Hope you enjoy, guys. Make sure to smash that like button. This is a place here I would long this one so nicely based on the price action. But again, with 3 minutes to the opening, gotta respect the discipline rules that I have, so even though we could have a very strong bullish reaction here, sending us way above 800s. Really. 50k giveaway today. We're doing on live stream. All you have to do is be on live stream, and at the time I'll tell you the instructions. React on the chat. In the meantime, we're just gonna trade, have fun, and enjoy our moment, speak about the markets, and speak about things we care about, guys. 2 minutes to go, and the market opening is gonna be next to us. Lower than the forecast, giving great numbers. Not surprising. I've been saying the markets are fearing inflation more than market weakness. About 1 minute to go, guys. This is going to be great. Correct, John. Exactly. Exactly. That's the reality. Those are the numbers. which is obviously making the life of the trader not as easy. And you care about going where you have an advantageous situation. That's what you care to do as a trader. You care about trading in an environment which is giving you better conditions to reach performance and make money. Right? You care about making money. This should be your number one priority. Forget about buffer, forget about long-term accounts, discussions. No, that's what you do on your own personal accounts. Right? So forget about romantic stories and start making money. 10 seconds to go, 15 seconds to go. What's happening? This is obviously going to be a impulse in the movement. We got to prepare for our opening bell. There you go, guys. And we got the market opening. The opening bell is right there. So far, nicely holding the line. And I would love to jump in along.
Order filled.
I would love to jump in along. Just I've jumped into a 3 micros position here. Three micros. Gotta hold my position for 10 seconds. Pretty flat on the opening, not much volatility going around. We didn't dump.
Order filled.
3 more contracts. Look at that, guys. That would be a lovely
Order
target. I'm
filled.
out here 329 profit, guys. That's definitely important, right? To secure some profits and get those fireworks hot. Get those fireworks moving. That's why we got them, to trigger the fireworks. 329 on a copy trading account. Looks good for a little scalping here. And looks good to start our trading. Expecting the markets to go higher, so expecting to be back. BTC reacting positively. Look at the Nvidia, guys. Nvidia opening very high, forming a strong gap here. Wow. BTC holding the bar, of course. It has to deal with a form of selling pressure. I don't think this
Order
resistance
filled.
we got here is too capable to do too much about it. That's why
Order
we're
filled.
out on 10 micros. We are out here on 10 micros. Come on. Time to push a little bit higher. Just give me a little bit more. We're dealing with resistance indeed, but still, the enthusiasm is right there. I'm out
Order
here.
filled.
Great. Great. Another round of fireworks. Another round of fireworks on the screen. That's $804 total profit. In about 3 minutes, right? In about 3 minutes. 810 on the other one. We're copy trading. So totally is $1,600. That's how you get started on the opening. Like in such situation, trading is not easy. It's extremely easy for someone that wants to long. This might slowly just climb throughout the entire day and then play with some of the bears, just like they played with the bulls. Thank you guys, thank you. Appreciate your words in the chat. Thank you, chat. That's a good starting. But now here, where we just rejected previously, might have to be cautious. You definitely cannot short this, but you definitely cannot long that top. So you would love to see the markets coming back so that you can re-long this thing. $15-minute looks nice. 15-minute, guys, is an important. How does it closes? Because you have that specific high right there that you want to close above. So in other words, 15-minute needs to close above 722. 722 on the 15-minute closing. There is 9 minutes to go. This is the first 15-minute candle of the opening. Always important. Look at the 1 minute, guys. Let's have a look into Nvidia is pushing in the gap. Nvidia is pushing in the gap. This is just gonna run. S&P 500 is looking nice as well. Might just go for levels above 700s. A lot to go. Might take a few hours, but that's the minimum target. Wouldn't target anything below that. And the BTC, the good Bitcoin, which needs time, but the good Bitcoin is going to be back above $100,000. And then we are going to speak a different language. Might be a kind of a day where you see rejections coming in on your nice green candles that are still going to the upside and still going with all the rejections appearing. They might not turn around. This is a nice spot here for the bears to start shorting it, and we just squeezing them above. That would be lovely. That would be very, very lovely.
Order filled.
I'm in 5 micros here. I'd like to see if we have the ability to crush this or simply obviously this is resistance on short term for 1 minute. Longing the resistance assumes you're gonna do a breakout.
Order filled.
Added 3 more, sitting on 8 micros. Let's find out more. Obviously, I'm gonna cut this quite quickly if it's not gonna play in our favor.
Order filled.
Beautiful. And now it obviously spikes to the upside. And now it runs back to the top, basically. We had a decent chance to squeeze above, but we didn't. So I give back the quick profits I made. I give back in the next 3 minutes, and I'm ready to make those money. Ready to make that again. Look at a beautiful... Oh my gosh. I had my stop loss exactly around the place market's turnaround. But this is a very interesting spot, guys, as a marketing
Order
validation below that, right? If it goes below the candle we just did right now, I'm gonna be out, of course. If it finally wants to run a little bit, I'm gonna be here accepting the nice profits. Something slightly above the 800s would be nice to squeeze. Three more
Order
contracts.
filled.
We're sitting on 30 micros long. This is quite an aggressive trade. We jump back into the longs. We did a good trade and then the bad trade, and now it's the next one. I'm gonna be here with a trigger as well. Four minutes to go for this 15 minute, which so far looks healthy. We have to survive this. Look at that beautiful rejection, guys, on the 1 minute. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Three minutes to go for the first 15-minute candle. Would it be lovely to see a closing above 22? We're nicely on a comfortable situation here. But as you know, volatility sometimes could be aggressive. Two more
Order
contracts.
filled.
We're sitting on 15. If we get to my target on 806, so if we do about 50 points here on this trade, we pretty much touch the target for the day on this 150k account, right? So if this trade plays out, we touch the target for the day for the 250k, for the two 150k accounts. The 250k remains for us to be trading. We're playing the squeezing to the top side. That's what we're looking forward with. 15 micros long, very aggressively sitting in this one. Indeed, very aggressively, we could say. That's the reality. Two minutes to go for this 15-minute. How does the other markets? Nvidia as well, almost closing the gap, nicely moving to the top side. Nvidia is basically opening exactly on the 200 EMA for 15 minutes. That's a very strong signal, guys. This should not be bearish at all. Should not be bearish at all. Tesla is slowly climbing. Tesla wants to get into its gap as well, 253 up to 260s. That's what it wants. There's enough time today. What a terrible sell-off. What a terrible, just slightly below here. We're not going to play exactly the same tick. Slightly below here. Adjust the stop loss a little bit below 700s. You might get the round number holding you. You might get the round number holding you. Obviously, this is 15 micros. This is a large position, guys. And that could cost you. Just has.
Order filled.
There you go. It did cost me. It did cost me, and it came back all the way to the support here, which
Order
I'm
filled.
expecting basically to hold. It did cost me. Intense fight going around this level of 670s. Intense fight going around, surely. I'm going to
Order
add
filled.
3 more to this one. Sitting in 8 micros with an interesting situation, a possibility here for a strong push to the upside. Reclaiming those 700s. Reclaiming those. Look at that, guys. Exactly just before the 15-minute candle closed, they dumped it. They are pushing back. We're pushing back, but we're no longer on 15 micros. We're on 8 micros long. We're making some money, but I'm not going to exit out of this quite soon, I'm telling you. There's no exit before squeezing above 800s. It's just more and more positions added to this one. We're going to enforce this. I'm going to let this long sit here.
Order filled.
Added some more on this little retracement. We're 12 micros. We are 12 micros on this trade. Time to turn this red candle into a green one that we're trading. Time to turn this into a green one just like that. Come on. I wouldn't exit out of this one before it hits the squeezing above 800s, but who knows? Might just have to accept a form of pressure here and get out. Look at the resistance, guys. It's been some candles, right? It's been some candles right there showing clear resistance on 722. You don't cross that so far. Been some candles. Meanwhile, Nvidia looks nice. It is not suffering that much. S&P turns around. It turns around. Nvidia doesn't look to be in a bearish form today. Interesting stuff, guys. We're gonna go to the 1 minute of the S&P. We got a 650s. This is a spot here, the 650s, where my 250k account long steps
Order
in.
filled.
My 250k account long steps in from this level. from 650s. On a 5 micro so far. Not the most attractive situation so far here. With the markets tanking. And me needing to exit here. Putting things together not in the most comfortable way. But we just slightly took that previous low established here on a retracement done after the news, right? So we came into the 643. And now we kind of touched 636. Came below that level, which is probably what a lot of the people used as stop losses, right? And now it's time to do something as expected. Wouldn't be surprised to see this all the way back to 765 quite quickly. Which is why I'd like to add some more to my 5 micros.
Order filled.
On this specific 250k account. Numbers are much bigger. And my target is around $2,500 per day. This is an important candle, not to cross 637. We gotta continue with this one to the upside. 3 green candles are needed in a very much way. We're back to our entry on 150k accounts. Back to our entry and time for another push. Time to reclaim the 700s, guys. Time to reclaim those 700s. Let me share with you. 1 minute Nasdaq reacted on the 200 EMA. That's where we reacted. We also squeezed below that level. That's, you know, I guess in the way things are portraying and looking like. This is the range that you're playing right now. That one right there. In a tiny way, with about 6 points, you broke below to the downside. Now let's find out more if we can break above as well. And then, of course, squeezing is going to continue us to the upside. The first breakout here should be the fake one. The next one should be the one that holds and runs. Let's find out if that's the scenario they're doing to us. Adding some more here.
Order filled.
Adding some more here at this level. Beautiful reaction. Take a look at that. What a nice pump. What a nice pump. Come on. That was a beautiful reaction. And the whole thing has been denied. 60 points, guys. 60 points in a matter of seconds. What's going on here? 60 points in matter of seconds. What's happening again economically? We do have some things shaking the markets economically again. Again and again. Economically, we are having some things. Hope you enjoy, guys. Make sure to smash that like button and let us know in the chat. What do you think about? Let me tell you something. Let me ask you a question in the chat, guys. We're trying to reclaim those 700s. Come on, this is the volatility we need. So let me ask you a question, guys, in the chat. Start a pool. Are we breaking out 800s today? Or downtrend? That's the question. But let me put it that way. Are we breaking out 800s today? If you say no, You will assume a downtrend today. We're going to continue downtrending today. It's going to be a bearish day today if you say no. If you say yes, you expect to be a bullish day today. So are we breaking out the 800s and expect to be a bullish day today? That's the question about. Let's find out more what's happening with the sentiment of the market. S&P holds the line here, interestingly, as of now. Nvidia is looking much better than everything else. Wow, look at this. Let us know, chat. What do you think about, are we breaking above 800s today and continue into the bullish scenario? That is the question that we want to discover. Now, 150k is suffering at this point. The 150k accounts are definitely suffering at this point. 250k, not an issue, of course, when you got
Order filled.
bigger numbers on it. 14 contracts here right now. It's time to turn the markets around. Or do you just want to come back to the pumping moment, 600s? Do you want to just revisit the 600s? There's not going to be room for me here on this one. The max daily loss will be touched. For you to get into the 600, there is no room for the 150k accounts. There is no room for that. You gotta react here. You gotta do what you gotta do. There is not much room going around for this 150Ks. Yep, daily loss violation on the 150Ks. It's kind of clear why. We just dumped on bullish news at a time. The news came out about 180, 190 points. And this becomes really aggressive so far. The whole thing here has dumped as well on the BTC too, from 84,500 into 82,000. No squeezing above 800s right now, so instead of squeezing it above 800s and then dumping it, they did it in the opposite way. Obviously here we got an interesting spot basically to start pushing the markets. Interesting spot here. If this wants to be bullish, then we need a V-shaped recovery. We need a nice V-shaped recovery here. Nvidia is holding it very nicely. It's totally different Nvidia. Much better. Much better instrument right now. Looks great so far. That's a good reaction, guys. We're adding
Order
to this
filled.
5 contracts right there on 620s. 19 micros long. A about 80 points from here would get to our targets. And unsurprisingly, the market might easily run to that point for sure. Unsurprisingly. 64% of the people consider right now we are going to break out of the 800s and hold the breakout, which means we're going to push to the upside. Come on. We got to reclaim those 650s and deliver afterwards. I mean, that was a nice demand structure created in the 1 minute after we just pumped. And just like I said, a V-shaped recovery is what usually you get after such situation. 5 minute looks great. Nvidia holds the line. Did not broke below the opening. I'm going to relong
Order
with an
filled.
extra 5 micros here. And if this is going to get to the downside, obviously I'm going to exit. But still a good opportunity on this little red retracement that we got to work around the better average. And if it's a failure, it's a failure. We're going to take it. This is big volatility, big numbers. On such sizes, that's what it is. S&P around the 600s, it has a support, a nice pivot point. And a decent move so far here. That's the candle. You want to close above 645. Come on. Looks good so far. Looks good. Nah, that's an ugly rejection so far. That's an ugly rejection so far. But that seems to be temporary. However, if we turn around here, I increase my stop loss at that level, guys. Simply gotta play tight on this one. Really tight. We're not going to leave the markets the possibility to squeeze us even more below. We're going to play this tight. There's been sufficient rejection to the upside already throughout all this previous candles, right? So we need a swing here. Otherwise, simply we're going to take that loss and move exactly from there. There you go. There you go.
Order filled.
And we got shot, basically. Look at that, beautiful. Look at that beautiful price action. Fully breaking below. With a
Order
possibility
filled.
here for 600s to hold, which is something I am going to be part of as a possibility.
Order filled.
We're in with a 10 micros position. We are in with a 10 micros position. Looking forward. That's a good reaction, guys. Come on. Let's just take this back to 800s.
Order filled.
5 more contracts, 15 micros long. back to 800s quickly. What a nice rejection here in the 1 minute. He obviously did that on purpose. And now, he opened the floodgate. BTC is touching the 200 EMA, obviously support steps in. Nvidia looks great, holding the same levels, everything looks fine here for the movement. Like, it would be a disaster to reject and get back below the previous wick established. That would be a madness type of price action. That would be madness. Wow. Looks good so far. Looks good so far. Come on. Get into 725 quickly. 725, 730s right there. That's a $3,300 target. That's a good trade right there. Keep pushing. Come on. Keep pushing.
Order
I
filled.
sold 5 contracts. So partially we're out. Increasing the overall target. Leaving some room for nice volatility as expected today. That's supposed to be on the CPI, which came out lower, much lower than expected. Much lower than expected, so it might fit towards the theory of a nice pumping day. But of course, why not dumping 200 points before you actually pump? Why not doing that? Come on. Let's find out more if this flat opening 1 minute candle gets rejected by the 700s. If it doesn't get rejected by the 700s, we're holding. We're holding. If it gets rejected, I'm out. Even though this move could nicely continue in the next hour and so, I still have to secure some of the profits, so. Looking nice so far in 5 minutes, to be honest with you guys. That looks very nice. Look at the 15 minute. Oh, this is not bearish, guys. This is not bearish. I'm sorry. This, to me, this is not bearish. Look at this. Sharing with you right now. Let me just zoom in a little more. This is the 200 EMA conversion. You got back to the line, you converted, and now you would like to send, which is why I'm waiting here with a target on 764. Come on. 5 more contracts out here, guys. I just pretty much secured to recover the loss we had earlier. Secured to recover that. And now there is... My stop loss is in break even. And we are trying to make money here with a target. My stop loss is in break even. If the market runs, we shall let it run. So 15 minute looks amazing. 15 minute looks terribly amazing, if I could say so. Our 50k giveaway is going to be today, guys. Make sure to stay on live. We are right here speaking about it, and at some point we're going to do this giveaway, 50k account. Looks great so far here. The other 150k accounts are daily loss violation, terrible trading, especially that I've been in an oversized situation, was not aware that our 15 minute is right here, was fully not aware. So if I wasn't aware, I didn't expect it, and you're not aware if you do not research. That was my case scenario, that's the reason. Did not research sufficiently. Nvidia looks great, guys, to break out of the previous wick we established and then start running around. BTC as well with a poor movement. Not much happening on the cryptos. They're dead altcoins right here, the Ethereum. The US dollar is looking forward coming down. Is looking forward coming into the wick here. There you go. That's what you would like to revisit as soon as possible. Tesla is going to break the high. Very likely, that's what it looks like. Tesla is going to break the high. If these things are breaking the highs, Nasdaq is going to force the breakout of the 800 as well. So why would I sell over there? Obviously, no reason for me to do that. We're slowly increasing the target. I don't want to miss a sudden pump. I don't want to miss a sudden pump. So 60% of you so far consider that we're going to break out of the 800s today and hold. A little bit more than what is the bearish sentiment around. Now things are looking really bullish, guys. Look at that. That's a beautiful 15-minute. And that's definitely something not to underestimate. Break even 646, $15 profit, but we actually recovered a $1,900 loss in this trade. We actually recovered that, which is why I'm open to risk more. Open to risk more or a little more. Gold looks amazing. Gold looks amazing. It did dipped below the structure. Look at the gold. Takes the wick out. Takes that wick out as well. This is what trading is. And I missed the idea of this one today. Takes those two wicks out. And then flies to the other side. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Honestly, take a look at the charts, guys. The place I set my break even is actually the place we have been reacting in the past, so that's not smart. I'm gonna set this a little bit lower, right? My entry right now is exactly on places we've been bouncing before, and that's 645. So if I exit on the places, if I exit out of a long in a place we have been bouncing before as a long, that's not the smartest decision.
Order filled.
This is the place I've been DCing 3 extra contracts and
Order
3
filled.
extra again, sitting on 11 with a stop loss right there around 609. Look at a crazy chart on Nasdaq. Crazy chart, crazy chart. We don't need 4,000. We need around. Beautiful. Look at my target. With the increase of the size, we succeed to decrease the profit target to 765, which is a top right there, extremely likely to be touched. The only question is, are we getting down to my 609 stop loss before that? Chat, this is a very questionable thing. Very questionable thing. 765 top or 609 retest. This is a very questionable thing. Slightly more than a minute to go for this 15-minute candle, which by the way had a great reaction on a 200 EMA, so all the reactions that are appearing at meaningful places should be accepted accordingly. That's not a bad business when the market reacts at a meaningful place. A bad business is when the market reacts in a nonsense situation, so you cannot make adjustments to your decisions. Look at the S&P 500, looks great as well. This one for the day obviously aims to go higher. It's just a question of time, I suppose. So. I did added more. I did added more here. Looks great right now. So this way I do have my exit target lower. And a quick 30-40 points movement here in a one-minute candle would be absolutely amazing. That would actually consolidate, allow me to increase my stop loss to the entry and allow me to be relaxed on that one. Might give me an opportunity to close out partially. Might give me that opportunity. We got a 50k account giveaway today, guys, for Ticktick Trader, instant funded. Right, so instant funded. The thing is, if it comes to my stop loss, that's actually the place I would consider relonging it. Honestly, I would consider relonging it at that level, around 600s. So I just decreased a little bit my stop loss. 590. This whole place here is just about a support itself. So it's just about the place where you would supposed to long it. We cannot play that tight here. We cannot play that tight. We would have been wiped out at this point already. Let's go to the 1 minute of the S&P. You got your 200 EMA right there, S&P. Do something. Do something. You got it over there, and on 600s, do something. Stop taking this down so deep again without squeezing to the top. You didn't even revisit your 765 retest of the highs. This is insane, right? But it's definitely not surprising. Definitely not surprising. Look at that. They will nicely dip below my stop loss and then push this one to the top side. Let's find out more, guys. That's a wick right there which we could establish. Come on. Now it's time for the bulls to react. I did allow sufficient room. Slightly below 600, so we're gonna find out more if this one holds or not. Playing tick by tick. Playing with a fire here. And might be playing with a fire here. Obviously someone would DCA here. And there you go. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, look at the reaction you're gonna get, guys, on 600s here. This is so terrible. Look at the 1 minute reacting to for the S&P. Everyone wants to deliver. Nvidia breaking below or simply just retesting the opening.
Order filled.
We're gonna be in a quick long here, trying to hold the line with a scalping position on a tight stop loss.
Order filled.
Another 5-10 contracts. There you go. Let's find out more if supports, reacts, and holds. Just a few minutes ago, we reacted in an amazing way, guys. That long wick with a green candle represented strength. Where is that strength? Where is that strength? Come on. Time to show that strength.
Order filled.
5 more sitting on 15. And the stop loss is going to be tied below the wicks. Right? So it's time right now to grab those strong green candles if this wants to hold and be bullish here. Otherwise, we might just get a slide. Market rolls over. Look at Nvidia. Nvidia is actively showing strength. Actively delivering. Trying to hold the 600s on 5 minute. Trying to hold the 600s here on 5 minute, guys. Good looking chart so far. 10 seconds to go for 600 on the S&P. Good looking chart. I don't think that's so bearish. At least for the retest of the highs. So what do you do, Nasdaq? You just came down right there. Wipe me out. Play with me. So deep. That was so deep, right? That was a strong retracement, fellas. So deep. And now you're pushing this one back. Amazing. That's an amazing story. Bitcoin as well, doing a nice divergence here. Let's find out more if we really have a divergence going around Bitcoin. So we have the RSI indicator. Not really. But let me have a look into Nasdaq. Could be a very, very small divergence here. Depends how does this 5 minute candle closes. But it could be an extremely small one. Great reaction so far. Great reaction so far. We need 2 back-to-back, right? That's what we need. 2 back-to-back trades like this. I mean, back-to-back $1,300 trades like this. That's what we need. Unfortunately, earlier, I thought about a continuation at least to revisit the highs over there. And I got into too early. So kind of missed the back-to-back, because if I would have been sufficiently patient here, I would have longed it here, exactly what I'm doing right now. And with this trade, we could have been nicely be around $1,500. But it is what it is. You got to deal with the numbers you have, and that's it, right? So giveaway today, later on, with a 50K account, instant funding. All you have to do is be on the chat. Right, the giveaway is going to run on the chat, guys. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button as well if you enjoy. And of course, are we going to break out above the 800s, chat? That's the question right there. Let us know. 57% of the people consider yes, but 43 no. This is very, very, very even and undecided. I'm out
Order
here.
filled.
I'm out there. I'm gonna, rebuy a little bit cheaper and of course secure the profit. What was it? Not much, maybe about 400, 350 around that one. We're gonna try to long this. Look at that. Our stop loss would have been touched. Wow, look at the markets, guys. What a beautiful move, right? What a beautiful move.
Order filled.
But this is the time for me to try to monetize this. If it holds, otherwise I am gonna be out because I'd like to buy cheaper if it's not gonna hold. Yet I do want to go into a nice long of 50, 100 points. We got back a little bit cheaper. That's a good one. 3,300 with 5 micros. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Order filled.
10 micros. Let's find out more if this movement holds. Let's find out more. I mean, so many rejections out there on this 5 minutes. Look at that. If you don't have it sufficiently, then this would be another terrible price action. What's happening on Nvidia? Oh, Nvidia is nice. Nvidia is the only good looking today. And of course, gold is as well. Look at the gold. Wow. It has its resistance line from an HTF, higher time frame resistance line there. So we're keeping near to that.
Order
3 extra
filled.
contracts. We're sitting on 13. We are sitting on 13. This is an interesting spot here that is deserving the risk of a long. Let's find out more on the Nvidia. Which is also something I would love to see holding the line here. Not to give satisfaction for the bidders below that level, just front run. Just front run. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to smash that like button, hit that like button, subscribe as well. We're live streaming from Monday to Friday before the US market opens with 30 minutes. This is what we're doing every single business day. Look at a beautiful reaction, guys, on Nvidia. Beautiful reaction too on Nasdaq. Time to take this higher above 670s. Quickly above 670s. This candle or the next 1 minute candle. You gotta do it. Come on. We're sitting on profit. We're not exiting that early out of this situation. This is a good trade here. We have been relonging this structure numerous times, and it's time. Short term, you could dump, you could speculate gold short term, but on a longer term HTF, look at it. Way the candles are looking as well, the price action, it is ticking near to the resistance without a very strong dominant pressure coming from the bears at that level. So far the resistance is just holding the price instead of dumping it. That is not very convincing for shorts. We got into the line for gold, yet we have not been able to continue with the reaction. All the bearish pressure ended near to the resistance. So obviously this one is gonna be very closely correlated as a price action with what's gonna happen tomorrow as well on core PPI and next week of the FOMC meetings, which is why there is a decent level of correlation with the external economical news and political news these days with sanctions, tariffs, and many other crazy stuff, right? That we will clearly not be able to discover the real reasons behind. We can speculate one way or the other, nicely speculate about a subject one way or the other, but clearly we cannot have a broad picture about this whole process. It's done on purpose, indeed. We could embrace a theory or embrace the other theory as well. There's multiple ways of handling this. Look at that resistance there. We could nicely get back basically to my opening, and that would hurt me, guys, so I'm out. We could nicely get back to my opening. Let me get another chance to buy into this around 600s, right? Because simply, we were down 1,200, now we're down $184. So the last two trades, we're securing smaller movements instead of going for the higher target. And look at that. Could be an interesting spot here. For the first time here, you could be doing a nice higher low if this candle reacts that we got. Honestly.
Order filled.
I'm back into a 3 micros long. Not much about it, but if we plan breaking above 45, I'm going to add.
Order filled.
Let's do this, guys. Stop loss is going to be very tight below. Let's go in 2 more.
Order filled.
11 micros right there. So getting back basically to this economical situation with a bunch of uncertainty. The uncertainty is benefiting certain players in the market that knew about an uncertainty that's going to come, right? So this is bringing them benefits. For those that knew the uncertainty is going to come, it is beneficial what's happening with the stock market, what's happening with other markets as well. Which is why you never take the markets down without looking for making money while the markets will go up. That's one way to consider the things. And then one way on what we have here. Nice. Nice. But now you're breaking below and it's time to react and push this one back to 730s. Right? Would be lovely for me to DC at this point. This should have been the place. If I would consider and knew a retest is going to be of this lows, this should have been a place to give it a try on a long. That nicely held today. So we did make money with that. But so far, this is not looking good at all. Nvidia as well is probably breaking. It just broke below, of course. Let's get to the 1 minute. That's the lowest point. BTC as well is dumping. Look at the Ethereum, which is nicely dumping too. Everything is massively suffering here. That's another 70, 80 points movement here. I care about 15 minute on the Nvidia, guys. You know why? Because I like to see if the blue line 200 EMA holds for 15 minute. It sits on 114. Trading below right now, but if this gets rejection, Need 114. And there is a channel here. There is a channel here. With two trending lines. Which have been respected so far. So much room to hold on this one and back to the upside. So much room to do that. We are going to organize our live stream a little bit later. You just have to be, sorry, the giveaway on the live stream. You just have to be here. And you have a chance to win a 50k instant funded TTT account. Donated by Ronin, our community member of Discord. Yeah, by the way, make sure to join our Discord as well, guys. Keep in touch with all the things we do. We talk and we share. Make sure to join us right there. So I did found something on Nvidia which could help the markets hold a line, something that makes sense in the way it is. Yeah, we have been selling quite a lot here, guys.
Order filled.
We've DCA'd 5 contracts. We're sitting on 16. Obviously, we're gonna exit if this is going to miss holding. Nvidia looks great, so why not? Nasdaq is not capable of repeating the process. Might not be capable today. Because the S&P is slowly dying around. Bitcoin as well, trading below 82. I mean, that's exactly where it wants to stop on the 1 minute, around 82 grand. So if we go into the 4 hours, the whole candle generated by CPI has been denied for Bitcoin. A nice possibility to move to the upside has been denied. The same story goes around for other crypto. Look at the Ethereum, which is getting quite deep, rejecting by $2,000. Altcoins are in a terrible situation, having around 90 days of downtrend in the crypto space. 90 days. 3 months of downtrend. That's what you got. That's what you need to deal with. Wish you have an interesting divergence around the S&P. Yet you have a divergence. I just discovered that. Look at the lows here on the price section. For Nvidia, you got a strong divergence. Look at the lows in the price section. Lower lows. We're going to set a vertical line to the first low. So you look at a little CRSI indicator. Where is it? And then on the second low as well. The indicator is forming a higher low. Meanwhile, the price section is going lower low. Higher low on the indicator. And the price section is going the opposite way. This is what a reliable divergence looks like. The only problem is that this is on 1 minute. So we might not get those very strong reactions that are expected. Even the reactions you got here could be sufficient basically for such 1 minute situation, or this could extend back to the resistance line here. But that's exactly as playing it in the book. That's exactly by the book. Divergence. I just did attached 3D vision. I attached a Discord link. Hope you can see it in the chat. So that's where we are. That's what we have here, guys. Beautiful divergence here, which must hold, must react, must do something. At the end of the day, you might not get anything reacting anymore. So you got to get out of the straits and protect your skin. S&P is just going lower and lower, might be coming back to the opening here, guys. Might be coming back to this opening of the gap. That's what they might be hunting, or simply they just front run those guys. It's a lot to discuss, right? It's simply a lot. This is so ugly on the Nvidia because the S&P looks ugly. It's definitely frustrating when you know that at some point it's no longer dominant to be bearish and you're in a long, but you're still gotta pay the price of it. Just like we're doing right now, big numbers around. Big numbers around. We just came back into the gap here. There you go, S&P. That's it. Nasdaq as well on 500s. That's it.
Order
Time
filled.
to do something from here.
Order filled.
We got a little more contracts. Time to react from here, from 500s. Nvidia is doing another divergence. Nvidia is repeating another divergence. S&P reacted as well. Came back all the way from the pump we had. All the way, denying the whole thing. And now, usually this is a nice support. So let's find out how does that translate into the price action. We do have a highly exposed situation for our Nasdaq stuff going around here. But this could also make some nice money with 30 points above the entry. We would be nice. Look at the Nvidia holding nicely. Like, you just want to get into this channel for the upside as well. Retest that one. Get back to that level, buddy. Quickly get back to that level. This could be a very interesting spot holding the markets. We're 24 micros, so we have DCA'd a lot. Just like I said, overexposed. Hope you enjoy chat, and of course the most important part is to learn out of the good things, bad things, whatever happens out here on the stream. You guys gotta learn. You have to learn and be better at the end of the day. Even from the times when your skin is not in the game. Let me see what's happening on the S&P. This is what scared the market. This is what scared the markets. Come on, finally, just Get above that blue line. Otherwise, you're just going to be in a non-stop pressure. Non-stop pressure. 578, 579. Get above that one. And secure yourself for a nice runner. Nvidia is far away from closing the gap. That's why huge differences, guys. Huge differences. Nvidia is up by 4.5% as TradingView says. It's huge differences. Tesla as well is far away from closing the gap. S&P came back basically all the way to this point. Their charts are totally different. This is what drags the markets nicely downwards. Back retesting those 70s. What do you want to do? What do you want to do at this point? Not much, right? Not much. We could nicely have a runner here, at least to the 200 EMAs. So in terms of measuring the resistance line, this is where we have it, guys. That's where we have it. That's what we're trading in terms of resistance line. There is so much room to squeeze, at least to the resistance line. You're still not bullish if you're going there. You're going to be bullish when you cross above that one and confirm yourself so you don't fall back. I'd love to be trading above the 200 EMAs. I mean, look at the beautiful reaction we had here. For the second time when we touched that. We had a beautiful reaction there. We could have nicely held onto that. And then pushed for a double top, squeezing above, getting back to this point. A variety of ways of running the price section. The most important part is exactly how does the market moves. Any other discussion is just empty words. We got a giveaway chat coming out in some minutes out there. 50k instant funded giveaway for those of you that are right here in our community. Make sure to stick with us because there is a beautiful reaction possibility here. There is a beautiful reaction possibility once you close above 78 for S&P. Nvidia should force it towards the 600s. And if they give me 600s, I will have to de-risk some of it. 24 contracts is too much. 24 micros is too much indeed. Nvidia is beautiful. I bet Tesla looks great as well. Beautiful, holding the bar nicely. Nvidia quickly is going to get to the resistance I marked here. Meanwhile, the other assets are just dying around the same level. That's what you compare. That's what you get. I've attached the link. It's pinned for those of you that would like to grab your Ticktick Trader account. You can feel free to use the link in the chat. 35 discount, which is 35% discount, which is the maximum discount available on the accounts exposed, right? 1-to-1 payout threshold with the max loss. 50k, 100, and 150k. The most utilized is the 150k with the best ratios as well with the pricing. And of course, the 250k is what I'm trading right now, and this is their biggest account, which is almost never discounted. I did got it at $1,000. So It's not the most comfortable. You came all the way to that wick. Now we gotta see, what do you do? Nvidia looks great, but the S&P wants to take the markets down. That's the resolution for today. That is what happens right now. BTC doing exactly what the S&P is doing. Nothing different. Gold is also facing the pressure from the resistance line. HTF resistance line, of course. US dollar is dipping. Tesla and Nvidia, these two guys are looking great. As of now. "53% of our great members consider that we are going to break out of Nasdaq 800 today and turn bullish. We're trading right now on 520, so we're about 280 points away from that. But this is what we have been going around. We had a very good chance for market continuation, a very good chance to retest the wick established at the news of the CPI. We had a bullish reaction on CPI, so we had a wick right there with all the buying pressure. You should have squeezed above that. Take a look at the Nvidia, guys. No one stops this. I did share with you how does the divergence works. And then the movement we got after the divergence is bullish, so it's confirming it. It was a good opportunity here for Nvidia. Unfortunately, right now, CRSI, which is a different type of indicator, it's not the classic one, it's different, is soon going into the overbought area with possibilities, of course, to turn things around. But as of now, the markets are not moving based on how does Nvidia dictates. As you can see, the one that speaks about what we do is the S&P. That's what marks today the dominant pressure. We might be sleeping around this lows here on 570s before something more interesting comes in. Look at that. Nasdaq is building on for a nice low here, some nice wicks, some nice invalidation points. Just gonna take my extra contract because this 25 is the most you can have. To 25 micros. That's a beautiful reaction, guys. That's a beautiful reaction on the S&P as well. Look at that. That's what I just said earlier. Give me a nice bullish closing above 580s, but now I'm not gonna be stopping with such request. I'm gonna request you to break out of this. To break out of this downtrending line. That's what I care. That's what I'd love to see. Wow, look at the terrible pressure, guys. 20-30 points just like that denied, and like whatever movement we're trying to construct to the upside, we've been down for dozens of minutes here, and not even 20-30 points are holding so far. That's the level of bullishness we have, chat. Could be the 548 as well. Of course, could be if this low is not going to hold, 548 is the next target. This is the one I'd like to see, the judgment. Nvidia is going back to the resistance in the meantime, guys. Meanwhile, the other assets didn't really done too much. So if they turn around, they nicely turn around in the worst place possible. Look at that. Come on, SPX. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hope you enjoy. Have a good time, fellas. We have the giveaway today. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and relax. I mean, what's happening? This is just, you know, very close to my entry. Surviving through this. Looking forward, actually, surviving through this. Not a confirmation yet. Now, this is the candle, plus an extra candle to see some of the strength going around the S&P. Nvidia probably got into the resistance. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you guys, by the way, for watching. Appreciate it. We're gonna stream from Monday to Friday, 30 minutes before the US market opens most of the time. And have a great time, of course. What an ugly sell-off right there, taking Nasdaq 30, 40 points down. And now, might just trying to go for a double bottom here. Squeeze in this triangle with a flat support triangle coming in from the resistance trending line, and then possibly a breakout afterwards if the level holds. If not, it's goodbye. It is goodbye if the level is not going to hold. You're going to see a strong pressure. We're gonna zoom in like this, guys. We're gonna look at the charts exactly like this. What a terrible sell-off here, guys. Terrible sell-off. Today, since the opening, has been just about the shorts. And this is how it has been for the past couple of months already. This is how it has been, with no surprise. Look at that. Just broke below. Just broke below and made a gap on the opening. That's terrible. Terrible price action here for Nasdaq. Terrible as well for the S&P. Nvidia has a lot of the room to come back to support. It's not having an issue. The other ones are having an issue. It's just about $1,500 basically for the max loss on this one. Nothing to be done. No rejection. That's a terrible 5-minute looking candle in the way it looks right now for the S&P. Not much to go around here. We failed on a double bottom. We failed on a breakout, retest. Running around, we failed touching the line. We failed quite a lot of the things. Keep in touch, guys. We got the giveaway coming out very, very soon. It's not much to go out of this one. It's definitely not much to go out of this one. So once it ends, which is very soon, guys, based on how does the S&P looks like, we're going to do the giveaway, 50k instant funded. Terrible price action since the opening. You have been continuously dumping. The same thing has been experienced by the crypto space. We're up right there on 84,500s. Now you're down on 81,500. So you dumped $3,000 since the opening. On news, you were pumping. Just a little bit more. Tremendous. Right? Tremendous. And of course, Nvidia still holds around this level, around this channel. It's gonna soon get some more support. That's where we had the openings.
Order filled.
And it's gone. It's gone. Beautiful. Beautiful Nasdaq. Lovely. Look at that. No squeezing of the 800 at all. No squeezing. 300 points down since the opening, backed up by strong bullish moves. So what we're doing, guys, we're doing the giveaway. We're doing the giveaway, and after the giveaway, we're ending the stream. We're going to prepare for tomorrow and enjoy. Of course, we are going to enjoy daily no matter what. That's my job right here, guys. So how does the giveaway works? The giveaway is going to be with 50k instant funded account. You're going to receive a coupon code from me on Discord on a private chat. You have to reach out to me on Discord on a private chat, and then we're going to have to verify your YouTube profile, because the giveaway is going to run on YouTube here on the chat. Great. So how is it going to be? I'm going to think about a number between 0 up to 50, right? So between 0 and 50, including 0 and including 50 as well. I'm going to write this number on a piece of paper right here. And then every one of you, each of you, want to think about a number. Want to guess that number, right? The one that I've been writing down. You want to guess that number. Do not write it yet on the chat. Sebastian, do not write it yet on the chat. At the time I'm telling you guys to start writing it on the chat, that's the time all of you write the number you think on the chat. Only one number per user. One number per user. Only a single guess per user, guys. Let me first write down the number. I did wrote it down. So I did wrote it down, guys. Now it's time to write the number you guess. Let me know, chat. What number do you think I wrote down? Between 0 and 50. Come on. The first one that is guessing it will be the one winning the account. Only the first one guessing it. Let me know about it, chat. Come on, write your number down. Let me know about it. Only one number per user. Only one number per user. If no one hits the number, just like yesterday, tomorrow we are going to reorganize the event. Come on, 10 more seconds, guys. Only one number per user. The first number you said, not more than one. Great, so no more numbers. Thank you, guys. So the 28 is the last one. The 28 from Okidoke is the last one. No more numbers after the 28th. This is what we got, guys. This is what we have. This is the number for today. Can you see that's 34, right? This is the number I'm reading down, 34. Let's see if we got the 34 in the chat. Let's see if we got that 34. Someone written from the top down. Do we have 34? No 34. This is for the second day in a row. No one is guessing the number, guys. Out of 57 fellas. No one is guessing the Yesterday we had 33. No one guessed that. Today we had 34. It's not that I'm going to create a pattern and tomorrow we're going to go by 35. But no one guessed the number, fellas. 34. We had today as well. 3D vision. Just let us know that 34, but it might be a little too late. It might be a little too late. No one is with 34. How possible? Out of 59 guys right here. Tomorrow we gotta organize this again. And I'm looking forward tomorrow organizing this on a great, beautiful green day. Our trading has not been the best today. Definitely did not expect it, guys, a sell-off. Especially like this. Especially like this. So probably right now the market is definitely looking for a dovish instance in terms of the FOMC. We might need urgently to see those rate cuts in order to see the market breathing an easy 1,000 points. We might have to see that in the upcoming week and perform about a bullish environment if so. But what happens in the current situation is nothing that temporary might look like a bearish reaction holds after the openings. We got so much pressure to the downside that is pretty much insane. Look at that. It's just non-stop. And if we look into the S&P, it's terrible. It's terrible. Like the S&P since the opening did not have any green 15-minute candle since the opening. Look at that. Non-stop pressure. Non-stop red candle closings. There you go. That's where we are for today, guys. Tomorrow, we are going to organize the giveaway again. In the same form. You want to think about a number. You want to think about it till tomorrow. And then guess that, right? So this account remains here. It was number 34 yesterday. It was 33. We're going to do this once again. Fellas, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me. All the links can be found in the description area with the coupon codes, with everything. Thank you guys for watching once again. looking forward a much better session in the upcoming period. Looking forward to it, guys. Take care, enjoy, and have a great time. Thank you for watching.